The Wolverines kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season.
Oh shit! What's up with this kickoff bullshit?
What he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
He's got first down yardage across the field. They'll mark it at the 49. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Casper. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender.
Bruh.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I gotta figure out how to adjust my corners and shit.
Unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Quickly to the flat.
Yeah, you know how you press triangle and then press down and they come down and press? It's a different button now.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Coming out attacking.
Savion Hinter, the freshman.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
7.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get up
same
field,
as old.
the quarterback.
7 minutes.
Honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Yeah, I got it on 7 minutes. And I don't have the accelerated clock on.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Underwood. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense, they were ready for...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Damn.
The incomplete pass, there is a
And my quarterback got hurt on the first, on like it's like second pass.
Up. Holly Rowe will check on him. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Off the RPO, complete. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. I mean, he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense.
The linebackers get pancaked this year. This will be a rough year, boy.
3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Bootleg wants to toss it. Working that left side.
I thought I had it on 7. I put it when I did the shit. It should have been on 7.
Took it on in for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the
I
first score of the
changed
game, and with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man,
I changed it at the end of this after this week.
Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute this.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here's Underwood to throw. Good timing on the quick out. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. To the air, it's Underwood. Complete. Makes a grab and room to run. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
All right, offense, let's move.
Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got some room headed to the goal line.
Let's go, freshman. I'm talking about Savion.
Michigan.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break.
What's up with this field goal shit, cat?
Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Like, do I have to double tap X or something? What the fuck?
As the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Like, it's my shit going out of bounds and shit.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it asking me that. Oh, see, it's a tap tap. Yeah, kicking. It's a tap tap. So I got to press him
Now
twice.
here's second and long. Running inside. It's Martin. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the first down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's got his man. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
There this joint is on 5 minutes.
First play of the period will be a second down.
Yeah.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback.
Yeah.
And this offense, they're
But
just
you
trying to get this
you
receiver
supposed to
ball
create a
quickly
coach,
so you
bro.
can
We
make
all
something
created
happen.
coach.
That cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Yeah.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, man.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Throwing, Underwood. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's now up to 58 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Howie Rowe will keep us up to date. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Buys a little extra time. Fires downfield. He makes a catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket.
Yeah, they hurt my running back. My quarterback been hurt. My running back been hurt.
The ability to do all of those things.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Underwood looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this.
My coach got caught.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. He's got 67 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Unleashes one deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled, then run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
Yeah, it'll do that. Like the weather will change.
On the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more.
There's a crease. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone.
Bro, this shit got wear and tear on and everything.
Keep it. You got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run.
It's got wear and tear on and everything.
Call these run plays back.
Yeah.
Back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone.
I turned all that shit off.
Exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route. Knows
the only thing I left on was injury.
Easy completion.
There he goes. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Throwing, Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And they will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeier. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. Fights off a defender. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Back to pass. Throwing right. That's caught. It's Martin. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time.
He'll take a shot. He makes a grab.
This nigga just bagged.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, there was something going on
14
on
to 19.
And receiver. They were looking at each other. It was
See
almost
that
like they
shit?
were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running inside, it's Marshall. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what
I caught my first deep ball, cat.
Man, we're watching watching
I wish I
a
knew how
quarterback
to
do it
press
here.
up
Both
like
of
they
these
was
guys are
pressing.
absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Oh, they called him back.
And a whistle. He was right on. And his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
Bro, I scored a touchdown, and they called him back.
For it on 4th down. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown!
That's all right, I run that shit in now. I was on the 1-yard line.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Cougars sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high.
They
come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Off play action. Finds his man. It's Lyons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they
That's
turn
the
it
ball
over on
game.
downs. So here comes the Michigan offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They go right back to it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
The quarterback sneak. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's up and no good. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught, it's Lyons. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Keeps it himself. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Man, you ready for, like, nigga, win it game. So we still got to wait for 2 more people to play. I got to figure out how to adjust my defense, bro. Like, how the fuck do I shift my corner?
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Finds his man, it's Nakua. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along,
What they say to you at that, when you go back to the coaching screen.
They like to play, and then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is.
That was literally your first game, wasn't it?
High-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence.
Twenty-seven, 24. might just say beat Ohio State. My contract goals. I got to beat Ohio State. That's how, yeah, it's a make the national championship in the next 5 seasons, beat Ohio State, and win a conference title this season. So I got to win the Big Ten. They want me to win the Big Ten first year. Because you was at home and you wore white and didn't change their uniforms to dark. That's crazy. Bro, I don't want to practice. I want to flip side. Oh, not flip sides. Play defense. Black lost 2. Yep, Notre Dame. 24-17. Yeah, I'm about to see what's up with him. Like, what time? Okay. You bullshit.